Now you've learned about expiries, you've learned about touches, and you've learned about touch and retrace. Now let's talk about changing your indicators. Right now we're only using one indicator. If you right click on your MT4, go down to Indicators, and open up the tool suite, you're going to see all kinds of parameters. Now it may seem a little bit overwhelming when you first look at it, but it's broken down into little pieces. For instance, there's several indicators on here. The one we're looking at right now is called bar run. This one right here. You can use Bollinger Bands, CCI, Ichimoku, MACD, moving averages, new trend arrows, rate of change, RSI, and stochastic. Now, if you're using a newer version of this, we might even have more indicators in here. And all the indicators they are your typical indicators that you see out there. RSI, stochastic, whatever. And you can change the different periods, the different overbought and oversold levels, things like that. You can choose whether they go into oversold or come out of oversold or overbought, and we will go right into it. The way that you change these is on the indicator type right here. If you double click over here, it's going to bring a list of all the indicators. Right now we're looking at a bar run. All a bar run is it shows right here, we're looking at a 2-bar run, which means during the time frame specified, if we get 2 bars in the same direction, it's going to pop up a signal. Now, the time frame that we're trading it is right here. We want to start looking at signals here at 1 o'clock, and this is on MT4 time, and stop looking for signals at 4 o'clock. But we'll go over that more later. So if we want to change the bar run from a 2-bar to, say, a 3-bar, we'll put a 3 in here, click OK, and it will bring up new parameters. The new parameters are now at a 60% ATM win rate and at a 68% ITM win rate and at a 31% OTM win rate for expiries only. 68% and 31% is lower than what we had before. However, the ATM win rate went up. And instead of having 200 and whatever trades that we were looking at, now it's only 150 because 3 bars do not happen as often as 2 bars. If we want to go in here and say, I want to look at the RSI instead of bar run, I can go down to RSI, click on it, and now it gives me 32 trades because the parameters that I've chosen for RSI are not nearly as high. They don't happen as often. I still have a 59% win rate for at the money, but I can go down here and I can change the RSI levels. If I scroll all the way down to the bottom and I find RSI, instead of looking at a 14-period RSI, maybe I want to look at a 5-period RSI, and maybe I want to look at an overbought, oversold between 80 and 20. If you don't know how RSI works, there's tons of tutorials all over the internet to show you what RSI looks like. It gives me 58 trades. I have a 53% win rate and a 46% loss rate. If I want to dig even further, I'll go down here to RSI. Right here it says cross out of overbought, oversold. Now hang on. We're going to do a little drawing. Let's say the chart looks like this, There's your chart. That's what we're looking at, candlesticks. And down here on the bottom, it's going to show your overbought and your oversold area for RSI. And on the bottom, it may look like this, may come up here, may, come down here, may go up here, may come down here. Now, do you see where it says cross out of overbought, oversold? That means that price has to come up here and it does nothing until it crosses back down out of overbought and oversold. However, if we double click this, cross into overbought, oversold, we get these parameters. Now crossing into means that price is down here and it crosses into overbought, or it crosses into oversold. So crossing out of means it's already in overbought, oversold territory and it crosses back down below the line. And crossing into means it's in between the overbought, oversold lines and it crosses into. You can change parameters for different indicators. You can choose the RSI, you can choose Bollinger Bands, you can choose MACD, anything you want to, and you can see all kinds of parameters anywhere on your chart for as much data as you can acquire.